Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jack. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back, where I go over all things trading and investing with an emphasis on crypto. I wanted to go over 3 coins today: MATIC, LDO or Lido DAO, and OP or Optimism. My thesis is I think these 3 coins are setting up for great bearish entries or short selling entries if Bitcoin begins to stagnate in price, move sideways, potentially back below 20K within the coming months here. So I say MATIC specifically because if price on Bitcoin begins to move sideways into the downside, all that money will be drawing from the ecosystem. Typically, the riskier plays, like the altcoins, don't tend to do well unless a lot of money is coming in to the ecosystem and we're in a raging bull market, like we were in 2021. You can see price move sideways, and then it really went to the upside. From there, we had a 90% drawdown. Typically, you see 95% drawdowns on altcoins. This would bring it to about 15 cents. With that thesis in mind, I drew up some TA. We have a downtrending channel, resistance here, and we're at resistance currently. I drew in a downtrending parabola, resistance. Knowing that, I drew in some horizontal lines. The $1 mark, or $1.05, was, in my opinion, a big support during the mania phase of the bull run. Once it broke that area, came right back up into the general area and found it as resistance. It's been accumulating or distributing, depending on how you look at it, sideways for 6 months. So when price breaks out of this level, it's going to, which is the 70 cents to $1 or 1.5, it's going to break it in a significant way. Now, if I draw up a projected trend line, it's going to have confluence with the bottom trending channel at about 20 cents in May. Knowing that, I drew up with my paintbrush just a projected price. I did this in October. So far, we followed this general area. And if prices on altcoins begin to go down, you could find yourself capturing an 80% trend to the downside, down to 15 to 20 cents from $1. From top to bottom, that would bring it to 90 to 95% drawdown, which is typically what you see on altcoins. I'll show you an example. Theta made its 95% correction immediately. 95%. Pretty standard. Doge made its 95% correction immediately. MATIC has been very strong throughout this time period, and I really could see it going down if price on Bitcoin, if money isn't coming into the system, altcoins are just going to go down. That's what happens. Money just doesn't hang out in altcoins for very long unless they're going up in price or people are yield farming. There has to be a reason people have money in risky assets, and that's how I see it. So I'll move over to LDO. I drew up TA with a similar perspective in mind. I have resistance zones at the 220 to 250 to 260 level here. You can see price has rejected quite a few times now. It's really struggling to break past this 260 level. I drew in a downtrending price projection at that would meet up around May to July down at this low from top to bottom. That's about 95%. From this general area to bottom, it's around 70 to 80%. So similar in its move. I also have a downtrending parabola that would fit nicely if price came to the downside. Knowing that this is over $1 billion in market cap, I really could see this coming back down in price as Bitcoin, as the ecosystem starts to draw its money away from all the risk. I've been in crypto since 2017. I've seen drawdowns happen on altcoins, and they typically go down over a longer period of time. They go up very, very quickly in a very short amount of time, and then they have a longer period of time where they go down and sideways. And you can see that in this chart here. It's mainly been to the downside, quick moves to the upside, and longer moves to the downside. And I do believe that that quick move to the upside is potentially over. Granted, Bitcoin doesn't move notably higher. The last one I want to look at is OP. It had a great move to the upside, broke its previous all-time high. What I want to see here is price get back below the 215 area, do that, and price could open up to an 80% move to the downside, which would coincide with these lows as well. I can even draw in a downtrending line here. That would fit nicely. However you want to draw it, there seems to be some type of support down at this level if price were to continue to break to the downside, with the time frame of the crash in May, the low coming in, around May, June. So that's it. That's my overview, my thoughts on a potential bearish setup across 3 altcoins. I think there are great entries to have now into the next coming weeks. Granted, Bitcoin doesn't blow through the roof and go to 30, 40K, which I think is not as probable as some of the bulls are saying. We've been in a crazy downtrend for the last year. It's hard for me to see just things flip to the upside, knowing all the people that have been wrecked and bankrupt. I think the contagion is still going on. I think there's still some pain to be had. I don't think it's going to be all sunshine and to the moon for risky assets like this. So that's my take. I would like to know in the comments if you think I'm on point with this, or if I'm not. I would love your feedback. Also, a subscribe and a like would be awesome. I really appreciate you guys checking in and viewing and taking my perspective. Hopefully things play out, and I'll see you in the next video.